My name's Lisa. I'm a working mom, juggling my job and home life. I live with my husband, Noah, and our daughter, Madison, just the three of us.
Okay, so it has 21 factors, which means.
Madison, you're really working hard for your junior high entrance exams.
Yeah, honestly, she's probably smarter than I was at her age.
Same here. We just went to regular middle school, no big entrance tests or anything.
Didn't we have to take some kind of test when we started middle school, though?
Did we? I feel like we might have taken one right after we started.
Yeah, that's it. I remember thinking, are they testing our abilities or something?
Wow, what a throwback. That was so many years ago.
So many years. More like decades, babe.
Decades? Okay, that makes it sound way worse.
Hey, Mom, Dad.
Oh, what's up, Madison? Stuck on a question or something?
If there's anything we can help with, just say the word.
I hate to break up your little nostalgia party, but could you guys keep it down a little?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Madison. We'll be quiet now. Madison's been studying hard to get into KS Academy, a prestigious private school. My husband and I have been doing everything we can to support her. Then one day, we went out for lunch with my sister and her new husband. I can't wait for Emma's wedding. So tell me, what's the ceremony going to be like?
That's a surprise for the big day.
Come on, it's okay to give her a little hint.
Nope. I've been putting so much effort into making it special. I want you to be surprised.
Now that you've said that, I'm even more curious.
Well then, you've got something to look forward to.
I've tried to support Emma's vision as much as possible, so I think it'll be a beautiful ceremony.
That makes me even more excited. I really can't wait. Hino comes from a wealthy background. He's the son of a company president and a graduate of KS Academy himself. While the three of us were enjoying lunch together.
Oh, excuse me for a sec. I'm just going to go powder my nose.
Now then, Lisa, there's something I'd like to say while Emma's not around.
Huh? What is it? Is this about a surprise for the wedding or something?
You could call it a surprise, I suppose. I'd actually prefer if you and your husband didn't attend the wedding.
What? Wait, why would you say that?
You didn't go to college, right? People like that don't belong at my wedding.
Wah. Just because I didn't go to college? That's ridiculous.
My family is full of elites from prestigious backgrounds. Someone without a degree just doesn't fit in. Anyway, that's my request. I hope you'll understand.
I can't believe this. Even though I was deeply hurt by what Hino said, I did my best to hide it so Emma wouldn't notice. A few days later, Madison didn't get into her top choice, KS Academy. I was worried about how to comfort her, but to my surprise, she stayed positive and didn't seem too discouraged. That gave me some relief. And with all that behind us, the day of the wedding finally arrived.
Emma, you look so beautiful in your dress.
You really do. It's like something out of a fairy tale.
Yeah, you totally look the part, like the star of the show. Just stunning.
Thanks, guys. I ended up in the hospital not long ago, but I'm just glad I made it here today. Thanks so much for being there and helping me through everything.
Oh, come on, it was nothing, really.
Yeah, totally. It was just the right thing to do.
Of course, we're family after all.
I figured you'd say that, but still, thank you.
Emma had been hospitalized up until a week before the wedding due to complications from a chronic illness. But thankfully she was discharged in time to celebrate today. The ceremony began, and as the reception got underway.
Thank you all for coming today to celebrate with us, it means a lot. Before we continue, there's something I'd like to say to my bride, right here and now.
Huh? Wait, hold on. I wasn't told about this at all.
Emma, I want you to cut ties with your sister's family.
What? Wait, what are you even talking about right now?
They're dropouts who couldn't even get into a proper school. They're a stain on our family name. I know they're your relatives, but I can't accept them.
What? A stain? Are you serious?
Come on, don't get upset. You know how my family is, right? We're a family of elites. Every single one of us went to top-tier universities.
Yeah, I know that. But that has nothing to do with my sister and her family.
It has everything to do with it. They're not worthy of being associated with our name. Just being linked to them might cause problems for them and for us. I'm saying this for their sake too, you know?
But still,
If their daughter had gotten into KS Academy, maybe I could have let it slide, but she didn't. So let's use this moment to make a clean break. From now on, Emma, you need to carry yourself with the pride of being part of an elite family.
Seeing the shock on Emma's face, I started to wonder. Maybe Hino was right, maybe we shouldn't have come to the wedding. As the crowd stirred in confusion, Emma, who had been silent until now, finally spoke.
All right. I guess it's time I made up my mind.
Emma, I'm so glad you understand now, don't you?
Yeah. I finally understand what it means to be part of your elite family, which is why I'm calling this wedding off. We're done.
Sorry, I must have misheard you. Can you say that again?
I'm ending things with you. And the wedding? It's cancelled.
What? What are you saying? You're choosing them, your sister's family, over me, an elite.
Honestly, I couldn't care less about whether someone's elite or not. If I had to choose, I'd pick my sister and her family. I love them. More importantly, Madison. She saved my life.
Oh, please, what kind of nonsense is that? Are you saying your niece saved your life just because she's cute or something? That's way too dramatic.
It's not dramatic. It's the truth. When I collapsed from my illness the other day, it was Madison who found me.
What? But you told me you called the ambulance.
I did, but after I'd regained consciousness, Madison took care of me while I couldn't move. She stayed by my side and watched over me. And she did it while giving up time on the day of her entrance exam.
What? Why am I only hearing this now?
Because I just told you. And Madison didn't want anyone to know, she didn't want the attention.
And yet here we are, talking about it in front of everyone.
Sorry, Madison, but I couldn't just stand here and let someone talk badly about you.
Geez, I only went to say thanks for tutoring me, and then I found you collapsed. It really scared me.
I sure picked a terrible day to pass out, huh? I'm so sorry, Madison. Because of me, you didn't get into your first choice school.
Don't say that. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have even tried for KS Academy. That's why I felt like it was my turn to support you. And honestly, if I had gone to the test knowing you were in danger, I probably would have broken down crying.
Even back then, I knew it. Madison's grown into such an incredible young lady.
She really has. Madison, you make us so proud. The heartfelt exchange between Madison and Emma briefly softened the mood in the room. But then...
No matter what excuse you come up with, a failure is still a failure. In a cutthroat world, even luck is part of your skill set. Just because you wrap it in a nice little story doesn't mean it changes the outcome.
Wow, he's really doubling down. Kind of impressive in a weird way.
I guess that just shows how strict his upbringing must have been.
Stop looking at me with those pitying eyes. It's disgusting.
Hey, Uncle, don't you think there's something kind of messed up in what you're saying?
Not at all. The higher up you go in society, the less people care about anything but results. Those who can't deliver cling to words like compassion and loyalty to make themselves feel better.
You've got to be kidding me. You seriously think everyone thinks like you?
Of course not. I don't expect people to think like me. Because I'm elite. I'm not like everyone else.
Man, you really think just owning it makes it okay?
Madison saved someone you love. That should matter to you. Instead of being grateful, you're just tearing her down. That's awful.
Like parent, like child. You've all willingly closed the door to greatness. Or what, are you planning to use Emma as an excuse when Madison doesn't make it in life?
Give me a break. If being an elite means becoming someone as heartless as you, then I don't want to be one.
There it is. The mask comes off. That's just sour grapes from someone who knows she'll never measure up. You heard her, Emma. Don't waste your time on this nonsense. She's just using you as a scapegoat for her own future failures.
You absolute jerk. Do you even hear yourself right now? You think kindness is worth less? Do you even understand what you're saying? You're telling me to sacrifice other people for your ambition.
That's right. That's what it takes to survive in a competitive world. You keep talking about how she saved your life, but come on, it was just a kid watching over you, right? As if a child's care could actually save someone's life. Don't be ridiculous.
Even though he supposedly wanted to stop Emma from leaving him, for some reason, Hino just kept digging his own grave with his insults. And then...
I heard everything. Madison, you're an incredible young lady. We'd love to have you at our school.
Who the hell are you? This is my elite moment, don't interrupt me.
Wait a second. Have you seriously forgotten the face of your alma mater's principal?
Principa? Wait, you mean the head of KS Academy?
Madison couldn't attend the interview, right? That was the only reason she didn't get in?
Yeah, that's right. Wait, you remember that?
Absolutely. She aced the written exam with the highest score, but never showed up for the interview. I've never forgotten that, and her school record was stellar. I was honestly heartbroken about it.
What? She was top of the exam? At KS, one of the hardest schools to get into. This has to be a setup. You're all conspiring to humiliate me.
Wow, that's some pretty elaborate gaslighting you're accusing us of.
We've watched Madison work hard. Her talent is the real deal.
Like I'd believe anything coming from you low-tier nobodies.
If you're that suspicious, I can show you her actual exam papers. With Madison and her parents' permission, of course, we can release the results.
No way, you mean she really was the top scorer?
You really haven't changed a bit, have you? Even back then, you were obsessed with your status. Such a problem child, and not in a good way.
What? You remember me? That was years ago.
I've worked in education a long time. I tend to remember my students, especially the ones who stood out like you. If I recall, you always went crying to daddy to fix your problems, didn't you?
Yikes. Big talk from someone who used to run to daddy every time something went wrong.
Classic case of riding daddy's coattails.
Sounds like his parents weren't the greatest role models, huh?
Don't you dare insult my papa. I won't forgive you.
Papa, wait a sec. You always called him father around me.
This was a trap.
Sweetheart, no one trapped you. You just walked straight into it yourself.
With the school principal's sudden appearance turning the tide, Hino found himself backed into a corner. But instead of backing down, he doubled down, in the worst way.
You people really think you can talk to me like that? My papa is a master at solving problems with money and influence. If he really wanted to, he could make sure all of you ended up on the streets.
Wow. Where'd all that elite pride go? That was fast.
Say what you want. An elite uses every tool at their disposal. That's the secret.
Oh, for crying out loud, enough already. Elite? Please. You're just a scared little kid who still runs to his daddy for help.
What's so wrong with that? A kid who loves his dad, that's adorable.
Not when you're a grown man still doing it. That's what's wrong. And weren't you going on and on about being an elite just to win me back in the first place?
Yeah, so what? Being elite means power and money. With those two things, you can solve almost any problem. I was just trying to explain that to you.
That's so pathetic. All you really did was give me a crash course in how awful you are as a person. Did you seriously think that whole rant was going to change my mind?
What? Wait, so you're not having second thoughts?
Of course not. You've insulted and hurt the people I love over and over again. There is no way, not in this life or the next, that I would ever marry someone like you.
Finally, after Emma's words cut through the noise, Hino seemed to snap back to reality.
Wait. Please, that's not what I meant. I just thought, if you understood where I was coming from, you'd see that I was right.
And that's your biggest mistake. This is awful. If I had known this was who you really were, I never would have agreed to marry you.
Please, don't rush this decision. Just give it time. We just misunderstood each other, that's all. We need to talk more.
We have talked a lot. And those conversations are exactly why I know marrying you is impossible. If you're that in love with your elite self, go talk to a mirror.
Don't say that. That'd make me sound like a crazy person.
Buddy, I think we already crossed that line a while ago.
Stop joking. I'm being serious here.
You got furious when someone insulted your father earlier, right? Then can't you imagine how Emma felt when you kept trashing her family?
That's...
I understand that in some worlds, results are everything. But those values don't belong in personal relationships. And it's sad, really. You made it all the way here without ever learning that.
Also, just think about this. What if Madison hadn't come to check on me that day? What if something really bad had happened? Could you honestly look her in the eye and say, well done?
Of course not. There's no way I could say that.
Exactly. You didn't want to admit you were wrong, did you? You've got this big ego and a closed mind. And if those things keep you from seeing the truth, can you really call yourself an elite?
So you're saying I'm not elite?
Maybe you've got the title, but the way you treat people, that's not elite at all.
Now do you get it? Our values just don't match. I'm done. We're getting a divorce. And I don't ever want to see your face again.
Wait, please. I really do love you, Emma.
Then maybe try loving the people she loves too.
Well, at least today made it crystal clear what kind of person he really is.
Your words and actions just don't line up, dear. Maybe it's time you started by realizing that.
Being spoiled your whole life doesn't help you grow up. Anyway, good luck finding a new elite bride.
Ugh. What the hell? How did it all come to this?
And so, Emma and Hino officially divorced. Emma walked away without demanding anything from him, but perhaps out of pride, or maybe guilt. Hino ended up paying for the wedding expenses and what could be considered emotional damages. Trying to bury the pain, he threw himself into his work. But soon after, a wave of clients who had attended the wedding began cutting ties with his company. Business took a hit, the company went into the red, and Hino was eventually forced to take responsibility and was fired. Now, at his new job, he spends his days humbling himself to bosses much younger than him. A far cry from the elite life he once boasted about. As for the rest of us,
All right then, once again, congratulations, Madison, on getting into KS Academy.
Way to go, Madison. I'm so glad you got into your top choice school.
you've worked so hard for this. I'm just so happy to see your efforts pay off like this.
Thanks, everyone. I couldn't have done it without all of you.
No, this result is all thanks to you, Madison. You totally earned it.
Absolutely. It's not every day the school principal gives a personal recommendation.
Just goes to show, people do notice when you stay true to yourself.
Thanks to Principal Nobuko's personal recommendation, Madison was finally able to enroll at KS Academy. When we got the news, our whole family literally jumped for joy. And today, Emma came over to celebrate Madison's big moment. Since everything that happened, the bond between the two of them has grown even stronger. They're more like best friends now than anything else. Maybe this time, we really did just get lucky. But as Madison moves forward, I can only hope the world continues to be a place where kindness and good deeds are rewarded in kind. With that hope in our hearts, our family continues to spend our days in happiness. Grateful for the love, the lessons, and each other. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.